Right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to Peter Ray's Adventures. Did you miss me last week? I missed myself. Nah, basically last week was ill 3 whole weeks. I had the COVID booster jab on the Monday morning, and that was that. Ill for the pretty much entire week. So I couldn't do a live last week. So come back today on live stream 292. How is the new listing tool / lack of motivation once again, which I am trying to get out of once again. But we go through the new listing tool. What do you like about listing tool, the newer one? And what do you like about it? Because I started using it 6 months ago and it was not great. And I switched over, but it switched me over last Wednesday to the new one permanently. I was using the old one. I didn't like it before, but that's what we do now. Is we go through, see who we got in, and go through that particularly. Right. So first bit off, I have a coupon code for many items on throughout my eBay store. Click on the link, 20% off many items. Have a look through that, see what you like, and go and purchase some legendary bits of my eBay store. And I'll put that down in the description and comments below after the live's finished. Damien says there, hi Damien. It says, I'm busy drafting while watching, getting hang of a new listing tool. Needs a bit of tweaking here and there, but manageable overall. Yeah, definitely manageable. Yeah, compared to what it was 6 months ago. But we've got to get used to it. And that's what life is, getting used to new particular stuff and items. Sharon's popped in. Welcome, Sharon. Sophie's popped in there. I watched Sophie at she started a live at 7 o'clock for about half an hour, 40 minutes or so. No worries, that's okay. So pop over to Sophie, which is SB Reselling Co. Channel, and give her some support. I'll put her link in the description and comments below. Let me write it down actually before I forget. SB Reselling Co. SB Co link. There we go. And I'm live with Sophie at 7 o'clock next Wednesday, the 19th. So that should be very, very fun and interesting. Put that back there. What we got there? Michelle's popped in. Welcome, Michelle. Hope all is well over there in the US. Ruth's popped in. Ruthie, thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Yes, much better. Thanks from when I had the COVID booster jab couple of Mondays ago, because it was awful last week. I was tired, ill, arm ached, all that. Luckily, I didn't have both, because I know people have had COVID booster jabs and flu jabs at the same time, different arms. It's like, it's basically like trying to lift up weights. You know what I mean? Like, with how like strong your arm feels in a painful sort of way when you try and lift up weights. A bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff like that, and the world's strongest man, Eddie Hall, and all that, trying to lift up big ass weights. But it's really difficult, like painful. But yeah, I'm good, all good. Well, I was a bit tired earlier, but that's because I've been out most of the morning sorting stuff out, job wise, and the rest of that, and see what comes of that. So, James has popped in. Welcome, James. Thanks for popping in. Says there I like the tool. Like anything new, takes time. Correct? It sure does. So you got to be patient with it and see how it goes. John's popped in. Welcome, John. And Fix4 Reselling's popped in as well. Let's have a look down the list. Yes, I've noticed they got mini custom templates for description box now, which is great to be able to do. Not used them yet, but not to say I won't. And going through that particular bit anyway. We got Jonathan Jackson's popped in where. Welcome. Pete WWW. Cheers. Appreciate that, mate. Richard March Live. Welcome, Richard. I hope all is good. Listening while painting. Okay. They do say painting is very, very therapeutic. But let us know what you're painting and all that. I wonder if you could paint some eBay sales. I'll be lovely. £500 here, £100 there. Ka-ching. That'll be lovely. Pat Walker popped in. Welcome, Pat. Hope all is well. Have you been to the Carboots lately? I haven't been for a while, but hope all is good your way. Pete's popped in there for Monkey Thrifter. Welcome, welcome. Oh, that's just mad, isn't it? COVID, flu, one day and COVID jab. The next one, the booster, I reckon that is. That's just awful. Arms really hurt badly and feel just. It's basically like 2 blocks like that. It's basically like the rest of the world or rest of Europe and Putin like that. You know what I mean? Straight through you. That's just awful. But yeah, I had the one and I was out for it. Out. But I hope you're feeling much better though, Pat. Always good. There we go. Right, bottom of the actually, my brother got a viral infection recently that damaged his heart. Just got out of the hospital a few days ago. I didn't realise that, but hopefully he's doing really well right now. That's just nasty though, viral infections that damage bits and pieces. Thank you very much, Ruth. Appreciate that. So new eBay listing tool. Right. 6 months ago, I found the new listing tool, used it, but I was disgusted how crap it was because I needed tweaks and big ass upgrades for this new listing tool. And it threw me pictures out, descriptions were horrible, postage was like chucked out and but they put me onto the new one permanently last Wednesday because I was using the old one until I got through. I thought, okay, I'll have a look through, and as I can say, it's pretty all right. Let me just go through a dummy, particularly quickly, a dummy listing quickly while I let's go through to there we go, share screen. That's what I wanted to do. Share my audio if I forget there. So here we are. Welcome. Hi, Mom. How are you? So we got here listings. I've got some drafts here, about 16 drafts or whatever it is, all the way through. So what I'll do is I'll just put like for example, Toy Story. I'll just put that for example. Then we go to here. So it tells you what maybe it may be. I'll just do that for example. I've got one actually. I'll talk about that in a moment. How weird it is. A Toy Story figure. Continue to listing. It has actually made me double check, triple check my listings and go through it very slowly because it's all okay. So what you can do, import from mobile, import from web your photos, add 12 of them, add a video. Like if you want to go through to adding a video, for example. Then here you got your title. You can do up to 80 there, particular. On your title, 80 words, and that. And you go through custom SKU, subtitles, and that, which is good because you always got to double check these things. And then you can edit all options up here as well. Stick through there, or just do it through here, which like action figures, toys, whichever may be down here, which is good. That's okay. When you get to your item specifics, this is where the problem sometimes can create an absolute arse. Absolute sod it is. Because if you go through, there's plenty of the specifics for most of the items. It always has been. Right? And you got to show some more. For toys, it's disgustingly horrible. Like, there's so many you have to put in. But sometimes when you put like a certain thing in, maybe, I don't know, if you've got like an age range, for example, like you can only put one age in. Like here, for example, your age level. Normally, for most things, it's for more than one age. So you can only select one. If you go to 5 to 7, keep the EAN for that for now. I'm saying it's only dummy listing, and then you have to go if you want to like, you just have to pick one. On the other listing, you could pick 2 or 3 ages, and it'd be perfectly fine. Then I know when I was listing cards like these type of things, cards, um, it was chucking out some of the other specifics, like when you went to Premier League or you went to World Cup and that certain bits, and you chuck it out again. But overall, it's not too bad if you go very slowly, because I found is if you rush into it, especially when you add your photos, if you rush it in about 5 seconds or so, it will chuck the photos back out again. But you've got to be very careful with that. You've got to add photos very slowly, wait for it all to add up on your before you can crop the photos, all that. So you're going down here, adding all these up here. Then you got animal species, for example, not ain't even animal. Like these bits and pieces here, 2020, pre-1900. It's pretty okay because you can go to show all, multicolored, show all, for example, and then you got the movie, click through, large, small, medium, whatever else, an unknown, show like where it's made, manufacturer. It's pretty good. Very, very items heavy. Some of these listings are, for example, and I feel like it's too many of these. I don't really equate to what you want. Like this, African Wrestling Alliance, League One, EFL. It ain't even football. The bleeding toy. A lot and all that sort of stuff. And you could here's your EAN number on that particular one. You can, because EAN number used to be up here and your listing tool. But I see like some of these items, whatever you're listing, whether it may be stickers for football, these type of games, that sort of thing, or even if you're doing coins, like different item specifics, but some of them when you put in, like for example, if you put like Nephimin, then one of the other ones may disappear and you've got to put it back in again for it to actually work through, and then something else might disappear, but that's okay. I find that all right. I'm going a lot slower on the listing than I normally would do. So what I'll do, I'll go and see who's chatting through about that. No, I've not sold vintage postcards for a long time. Yeah, just go through, see what era they are, vintage postcards, and see what you got. Hopefully, you get some good ones. As a buyer on eBay, it's now harder to find things. In what case, Ruth? Let us know. Um, uh, Lost £80 since went to hospital last Tuesday. 70. Oh, ouch. Sorry to hear that. But hopefully he's come out doing well. Also, let me know your experiences with the new listing tool as well, because what I do find as well, when you go down to variations, you can edit all options, do your variations as you know. I'll cancel that for now because I need to go through. Yeah. Oh, whoops. There we go. And then come down to here, you go your description. So very good. I just quickly go very good. And then over here, what you can do when you go to show all options, it tells you format recommends 14-point font, save time template, skip simple formatting, more options, and you can customize templates. For example, you can create a template name. I'll just do like Toy Story, whatever. And then you can put a description, but that will be a basis of a template for other listings, which is pretty cool because never used to have the templates here. You can show your HTML code, for example. Guide to Peter Ray's Adventures. a HTML code on that, which will be just that sort of thing. So, but basically, like when you do, you throw like HTML 8%, then you go down there. Oh, hi. Oh, yeah, like this type of thing. Yeah, hi all these bits. I was shown how to use HTML code when I was at college many years ago, 2006 September 16 to July 18, years ago, and how to do the code. I kept up with my knowledge of HTML code, pretty simple. But what I do find with the description in the other um listing tool, one good things though with listing tool is that you don't have to take out bits and pieces. For example, take out some bits. It came with like numbers, 100 bits for this or whatever, like the height, length, and of a thing. But no, I haven't found that this time. I did a little video on it where I did it on a live once, many months ago. But it's okay. 14, 24. Yeah, I've got so many to choose from. The specifics here. Then you can go to whatever color you want. I try and do blue and black on my listing. It stands out. Customized temp. It's really good that particular way. And then you've got here exclusive price, exclusive VAT, quantity, see yourself listings for a particular, which was there before. That's really good. Most relevant, last 90 days, which really does help. A way of just not like going through a mobile and going through like the eBay app, which I've done many times. And you edit all options. It's pretty good. I always try and knock out the no VAT when I can. Schedule your listings whenever a start time, whenever it may be, for example. And then you can like quantity, whatever, how many you ever got. Allow offers, standard post, medium. You can pack in the weight, and people like to do, especially for like when you sort out global shipping program, you package in for the weight and the dimensions. It brings it down a lot cheaper. And then you can go to different post options, delete service, make preferred, add service. They still do collect plus. I've not checked this out before because what I've been listing is always been raw mail since I've been through the new listing tool. I don't know if I do Yodel on this still. I do every collect in post locker, which is your crap around here. Raw mail, first class, raw mail. Oh, Yodel 48. Yodel 48. Okay. So I've normally just put collect plus in, but it's Yodel, which is 2 working days, which is perfectly fine. Tracking included, yes, of course, the tracking included. And you got a 24 Yodel. They do 48 now. It was very sketchy before. They never used to do the 48, if I can remember. But they do quite a lot of ones there. It's pretty good. I do like this. It exclude your PO boxes, your rates for like different things. For example, create a new one. Internal postage with GSP, Global Shipping Program, if you're on that particular program. Add additional postage if you want to include your customs forms. There's quite a lot to it. It takes longer to do a listing, I feel. But personally, I feel that I can sort out a listing in a way of going through and going, right, I'm not going to make a mistake on this one. I'm going to check, double check, triple check, make sure I'm okay. Then you can actually promote your listing before it's gone live. Because normally I put my listings to a draft, which you can do up here. Down here. Save for later in a draft. So you can promote. I do 2% under 19.99. Normally now I go 2%, 2.0. If it's over £20, then I do 4%. So it works well. Did you know? And then volume pricing, accepting, and then you go preview. But sometimes a preview is really sketchy because you don't touch it. If you touch it before the preview comes up, it goes off again. You can preview all your bits and pieces you've done and your bits and pieces there. So that's pretty good. Don't press back. It will save your listing. Or actually, no, it might not save listing, actually, come think of it. You go to the X button there. But what I find that I don't like on this particular listing tool is you got to go a lot slower, takes a lot longer, otherwise photos disappear. Depending on what you're listing, if you're listing, for example, football cards or games or whatever, especially if I say football cards, right? Some of the listing descriptions, when you put one in, it knocks off another one, which is a bit of a pain. So you got to go through, and then you loads and loads of listing item specifics, which half of them are not relevant anyway, so you don't fill them in, like some of these on here, for example. And then you've got like down here where you used to have, where you could check out if a listing was mobile friendly, which I've never found that on this particular listing tool, where it's mobile friendly or not. I'm like, come on, find where mobile friendly is, and I couldn't find it. So I was like, oh great, I couldn't be bothered to look up online and see where it was. If it's there, I think they just do it here on the previous section. But that's particularly just a very small minor particular. If you go a lot slower and you're working through a desktop version, because some people like to use the app and that, or laptop and that, and you go slower, and it will work. Once, like if there's no glitch on eBay, for example, but listing tool is there to be used, and there's more to it than meets the eye. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stop sharing that. Now, save that for later. I will knock it off in a sec. Pixar. Delete one draft because I've got 19 drafts so far. We're going to delete that one. 19, that's right. There we go. Anything else on there? Nope. Let's go out. Let us know what you like about the listing tool and all that, because that's my take on it anyway. Let's go up the list and see what's what. Right. Good evening, Julie. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Yeah, so pretty much like with the listing tool, it's getting used to it with the specifics that do disappear when you put them in. And what I didn't mention is that with the items, with your older listings, you've got to go through your older listings because some of the item specifics will change. Don't know why, but they do particularly tend to change with regards to the older listings. That's why you got to go through all your older listings and again, sort out the item specifics, because your description would be usually okay with regards to being mobile friendly in that particular thing. But it's mad how the older listing is particularly what they probably call out of date, which it is, of course, but the item specifics just loads of it. That's just annoying, but I'll get around to it one day, in particular, if you know what I mean. Monk 50 says there, I've been using the listing tool for months. Didn't like it at first, but you can get used to it. Well, sort of. Yeah, I personally think there's always going to be some sorts of what's the word? Problems with listing tool, where eBay always have problems. So I'm like, right, okay. But as I say, it depends on what you're listing, for example, whether it may be like these type of things or other bits and pieces. Like these, for example, just pulled out a few there. But each individual listing is different with item specifics and that we've got put in and all that. But yeah, you get used to it as such. But as I say, I'm going slower on the listing when I do draft ones, which is a good thing because I now can spot eBay's mistakes when they chuck out an item specific where I put it in already. And even sometimes, since last week, I noticed when you save the listing of the draft, you go back into it just to check something. Very, 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 very occasionally, one bit of the item specific has disappeared again. but it's just glitching out. Until they get it right, it won't be right. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I've got so much to list. In this room, I've probably got over 150 items to list, and elsewhere in the house, I've probably got another 25 items to list. I'm hoping this weekend it doesn't rain. There's predicted a lot of rain. Storm Ione or Storm Iona, I think it is here in the UK. Okay, yeah, off the coast of France, UK. I think it here is in the UK. UK storms. Oh, but I was looking at the weather the other day. I was like, oh, come on, storm names. Because you get around the Met Office, you look at the storm names. Um, oh, I should go on Wikipedia. It's easy to go on Wikipedia, I think, to look at the storm names. Find it. Yeah, you get like a lot of storms anyway. Like and the latest one, and I was looking up. I think, okay, I may possibly ever get to a car boot because I say I'm been for a while for one reason or another. And I was like, right, okay, and that's I was like, ugh, trying to work it out, but yeah, you've got here Storm, not only sorry, Anthony. That's right. Storm Anthony hitting along because I get like from Met Office on my phone. I saved like a page on my phone on my new phone. Let's talk about that in a sec. And going through, and yeah, hopefully because we did have a little bit of rain today, but hopefully I get to a car boot because where I am, 90% of all the car boots in a radius where I like to get to, they close. Some on a Saturday close early, September, October, and that. Some, well, beginning of October. Most close end of October, beginning of November, and depends on the weather. But I really would like to get to one more car boot at least to be able to pick a few decent items up, wherever it may be, and then just sort out what we've got here, and then source online everywhere else. But with the storms coming, it's kind of like the same with being able to record YouTube videos because, as the other topic says, lacking motivation again. I've not wanted to really record much lately, not just because I've been ill, but for a while I just haven't really felt it. But I've been really willing myself to come back and go get on the YouTube train, record a few videos, get them edited and scheduled when I can. But with the weather potentially being an absolute arse for about 2 weeks on and off, I don't know because coming up, what I personally find via like mid-November, which is not that far away, realistically. Well, I'll say about a month. It's not that far, really. Is when I start recording for Vlogmas. Don't know what Vlogmas is. Most people vlog around Christmas, 1st of December to the 24th of December every day. I try and do about 5-6 videos when I can. I've got things in place to go to places and stuff to record videos. Some you may seen before, others you may have not seen because I've only just come across my channel, or if you're regular, you've seen my Vlogmas and that particular. So hopefully do that again this year. But if the weather takes its turn, then I'll have to sort of try and work that out anyway. But that's the way it is. Right. Have a look there. Hi, TK, thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Take care, Ruth. Cheers for popping in. Appreciate that. to go through. So I'm just going through my list. I've got many playlists on there. I want to work out last video added through there. Go down the list. Right, just gently go down so I can find out. Vlogmas 2021. There we go. I went to first day of Vlogmas, did like a day vlog. Checking out Kingston upon Thames Christmas Market, which I love to do, and I will do this year. Check out the market, their Christmas bits, maybe go to a chat shop or two, do some vlogging at home. The only difference is this year is there's no meetup this year where there was last year, but I will be going hopefully other places which I'll sort out later on, particularly like so get some more of the Christmas atmos videos to be scheduled through December. But between now and then, I'll try and get some more reselling footage, go out and about. But what I do find right now is that it's darker early, sorry, during the nights, and it stays darker later in the mornings. So what I did like to do, particularly through summer and through that walk I like to do, may have to be postponed until next year. But I'm sure I'll get somewhere. I'll walk about and do some sort of what I call non-eBay vlogs. But I've done a fair amount of Vlogmas ones in the past. But it's just trying to sort out what I can do, particularly. But with motivation, I've lacked it last week and week before that. But I've sort of come to the conclusion, well, once I start a vlog, I'll be back. Hopefully, I'm starting a day vlog tomorrow. If the weather likes to hold up, because I've got stuff to list, stuff to put away, stuff to sort out. There's loads of it to be done. And then maybe on Friday as well, to get a few videos out. Depending on if the weekend isn't great, I don't know. But yeah, that's just the way it is. And I talk about a new listing tool and all that. Oh, and also, I picked up a new mobile because my old mobile, when I went to that jumble sale in Claygate, I dropped it on the concrete that way. Oof. This is the Samsung Galaxy A53 5G. Look at that. Perfect. Very good phone, because I transferred a lot of the data over via what's called Smart Switch. Took forever. I did it over Wi-Fi, and it fell off once, the Wi-Fi. I've got all my bits and pieces I need all throughout, because I've got loads of these particular ones saved up. Oops, I can get that done. Saved and throughout. I don't think that'll work. Need to turn the light down. Oh, there you go. Like quite a lot saved. For example, Met Office. I got stuff for Carboots. Card searches for like different card databases, jumble trails, a bus time map, and Royal Mail and stuff like that. And I've got a lot of apps that I do use. So it's easy to sort out, but it cost. So basically, my mum brought part of the phone for my Christmas present, early Christmas present. Yeah. And I was pretty happy with that. Overall, it's a middle of the range, what I call top of the middle of the range phone, Samsung Galaxy A53 5G, because I was using the A10. I had that for over 3 years and it was cracked. It was awful and slow. And it was this one was £399 of a realm on the O2 website. And I was like, I worked that out because I didn't want to go and see some divvy geezer up at the O2 shop because they con you out of money. They're absolute sods. Sorry if you work at any of these phone shops, but I'm not a personalised fan. Hi, Town Bell. Thanks for popping in. And I was like, righto, sort that out. Particular. And I went on O2. You can customize your list for what you want, what phone you want, what data you want, minutes, and so how much going to pay off. Because the other phone I paid monthly for over 3 years, but this one we paid off about 90%. I think it's $4.99 extra per month, plus the 21 something or whatever it was for the contract. I've got 30 gigabytes of data because I'm always using it and out and about and stuff like that. So I've got a lot of data on it, so I can like per month. So, and also the best thing about this is I have a front-facing camera. Oh wow, I nearly cried because, for example, I'm sorry, it might not work very well. Wait for it to, yeah, it might not work very well. Yeah, it's a bit bright, but I've got a front-facing camera, and the front-facing camera on my old one didn't work because where the guys who I used when I first cracked my mobile, first one, I was chatting to a mate. I dropped it on the concrete while chatting to him, and I didn't realise it cracked until I got on a bus and it cracked. And the front-facing camera, when they fixed it the next day, they covered over the camera part, and it was all fuzzy. If you saw some of my older Instagram posts, so I can realistically front face myself. Hello, which is really good because you really need that particular one for when you're doing videos and stuff, and particular like short videos I use on my phone. We'll talk about that in a moment. Hi, Dan, thanks for popping Bill. Oh, yes, right. I thought Rangers was on early versus Liverpool. First time they'd met, I think, in a competition before. No, it's pretty good for the money. Yeah, I was pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with what I got because I didn't really want to afford a top of the range mobile like £500-600. I couldn't be bothered. I'm always Samsung myself, particular. Oh yeah, of course they are. If you work for people like phone companies, but I always find they divvy proper like. That's why I go online and do it. Can't be bothered. Have done for a while, but on the last one happened three years ago, and it was before COVID and that, and then obviously things happened, and I just couldn't be bothered. And that if Rangers winning, wow. Hi, Ali, thanks for popping in. Going down the list. Just going over the list. 1-1. Okay, cool. Rangers and Liverpool. So that's be good for you for that. Oh yeah, that reminds me actually. Before I forget, let me just go through. Right, let me get up. Present, share, audio. Go through here. Look, I don't know why particularly. Right, let me get these bits out. Where's the hat? The hat. There we are. Actually, let me just get out there. Actually, a sec. Stop sharing that screen for a sec. Right. These bits here. I did 2 short videos. Right. I scheduled them. I had one up go straight away, which was Sheriff Woody, pull string. Sheriff Woody.
This town ain't big enough for the 2 of us. Howdy, partner. You're my favorite deputy.
Right. And if he says snake in my boots, he does say that. And no, he's got a hat, but no string, and no weapon in there. Anyhow, I did the short video on that. It's got to 1.9k views, right? And I was like, weird. Let me just turn got to turn it down a little bit. That's better.
Hey.
Tom Hanks. Someone did tell me, which I read new. His brother Jim Hanks did all the games and stuff, and all the adverts and that. And I picked up a Jesse. He's from the last jumble sale I went to. Because you put You've put 2 AAAs in the bum. Yes, in the bum. And this one's worth probably, I think, about 20. And you get 40 for Chef Woody with the hat and that, which is here, right? And the funny thing was, I was like, right, I'll do just short videos because I haven't got anything to edit myself. I don't tend to do short videos too much. And the difference in views for Sheriff Woody and Jesse is remarkable because it's basically the same sort of tags I put on YouTube, right? You can tag it like Toy Story or tag it, hashtag it, and that sort of thing. And it was like madly weird because, for example, if I pretty much present that up, share system audio, right, and go through here, right, if you think about it, here's my legendary channel. Subscribe, nearly at 2K subscribers. Gotta get it before Christmas. If I go to the videos there, Toy Story Sheriff Woody got 1.9k views, 46 free comments. Oh, that's. Oh, I'm in a thing. Yeah, I haven't. There we go. That's what I wanted. String. If you've got the Think Away, it's a Think Away toy version, right? That's got 1.9k views. This one, Jesse, who's voiced by Joan Cusack in number 2 and 2 to 4, right? Pretty much the same tags and the same hashtags and that I put in for Chef Woody. It's got 22 views. This came out on a Thursday, right? I think it's last Thursday. And this one came out on, was it Thursday or Wednesday? Might have been a Wednesday, actually. Particularly Sheriff Woody. If I can find there. Yeah, I think so, yeah. And then this one particularly came out Jesse on Saturday from Toy Story 2. And it got to 22 views. I'm like, hang on a minute. I was baffled by how many views. It was at like 600 in about 3 minutes. And then got to 1,000 within 10 minutes. Now it's at 1.9. But this one's 22 views. So what I gather, which I kind of already knew, that Chef Woody is the one that people love to see because a lot of people dress up as Chef Woody. There's a word for people who dress up in that particular style. But I thought that was weird how Jesse can get a lot less views than Chef Woody. I thought we'd get to 500 at least. But maybe it was the timing, particular of that video at 10 o'clock on a Saturday compared to when I uploaded Chef Woody. Who knows? Or I was pushed on that particular short video by YouTube rather than on the second one I did. Fuck knows. Who knows? Cosplay. That's right, because people dress up as anything these days, from any walk of life, from animation to films or games or Wray, all that particular. But I was weirded out about that. But oh well, that's the way it goes. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for popping in. Going down the list. Got any questions? Pop them in, and I'll answer them when I can. Every time I see you do the string thing, I grimace. Yeah, that's why I put it down again, and that I need to definitely take the batteries out of that. I might do that after this live if I get a chance. Take batteries out of that, or I may actually do that tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I was just, but I found those at the Jumble sale in Claygate because I got there really early. If you've seen that particular video, which is here, I'll post that in the bottom section now if I can find out. I went to Claygate and then I went to Cobham, where we Chelsea footballers sort of like live, Cobham Oxshot, that sort of way. Let me put it down the bottom here. The Jumble See what I got, and I picked it up. It was just they were just sitting there. And they were literally calling to me. They were calling, "Daddy, Daddy, pick me up." Oh, oops, I knocked it off actually. Pick me up, Daddy, Daddy. I was like, yeah, why not? For a few quid, can't go wrong. You know what I mean? And I say, Jesse's worth 20 and Woody's worth 40. So I was like, good. So, I did do the audio. Yeah, that's right. Because that's why in the short video I said about Tom Hanks doing the films. Yeah, that's right. Because he did the audio for that and the games and stuff. Because it says here via Wikipedia, Woody. Oh, yeah, Toy Story. There we go. It says here the voice. Yeah, when Pixar asked Hanks to voice Woody in the video game of a merchandise, Tom replied, "Get my brother Jim, he'll do it." After suggestions, Pixar got Jim Hanks to do the voice of Woody in video games, toys, attractions, and merchandise, which I knew. And as I say in the video, in particular, I said about it being Toy Story 1 to 4, which is the films for Tom Hanks. Which someone did try and say I said about the other one, but yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, prefer because I knew his brother did it anyway, particularly. So, right, let's go down the list. Any questions? Put them in. 2-1. Right. Okay. Question from Monkey 50 here. Let's go through. Question, Peter. If there are meetups coming up, let me know. I'm going to Manchester on Saturday. Anyone else? I haven't heard of any meetups because Nick and Andrea, as you personally might know, they've moved away and gone. Cheers for that. Appreciate that. Hide that particular weird comments. Appreciate that. Legendary spanners and moderators. I think in America they call it wrenches, something like that. Cheers for that. Appreciate that. I was gonna say to Monkey Thrift of if I can find it. There we go. Yeah, I've not heard of any because I know Nick and Andrew have moved away to this in Norfolk. As you saw on Sunday Live. But hopefully, someone will organise a meetup between now and probably. Well, actually, no, it'll probably be now. Around, I would say, summer next year, or something like that. But as I say, the last one I went to was Eastbourne in July. I couldn't get to Richard one, which is Night's Life's meetup, because of money in that. But are you going for the weekend though, Pete? Because I know Andrew Monumental's going, and there's a few others. I think Cheryl Pound Girl's going for a few hours, and some without her child. And there's other people who are going for a few hours because they're going to other jumble sales and things like that. But as I say, I looked into it previously when I first heard about it because that Manchester meetup, right? If you think about it, right? Because I went to Eastbourne on the beginning of July, which there's 3 videos. One from the hotel room tour, one from the charity shops, and one from my getting to Eastbourne and looking around Eastbourne itself, right? I went via the train. And they were discussing, I think Emma Reseller or Emma Resells or Emma Reseller, Emma, something like that. On Instagram, she was thinking about it. They were discussing. I said, yeah, if I'm can go and afford it, then I'll come along. But it's this Saturday. The what's the date on this Saturday? The 15th, I believe. But I looked at it initially and thought, whoa, the cost of a train was like extortionate. And what with the train strikes and that are happening, um, and that, let me look in October. Yeah, the action on Monday 17th, Tuesday the 18th. So, if there was for the RMT, which is the for the trains, basically here in the UK, the trains they go on strike quite a lot because they want different pay and that sort of thing, and always in a union type of thing. And I was like, hang on a minute, are they going to go on strike again? And looks like on the 17th, Monday the 17th, Tuesday the 18th, which will start on the Sunday because Sunday is usually Sunday service anyway. And I didn't really particularly fancy spending 6 hours getting home when they definitely probably will start the strike on the Sunday anyway. But that's one of the reasons, and another reason was I can't afford it anyway, so I can't go. But good luck though on the meetup. If you do a little video, then post that, and then I'll try and watch it when I can. John's going wicked. Have a good time, John. That's my Jumble Sale video there. Okay, right. Fair enough. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I can't go either. Money's very tight at the moment, and Christmas coming up and that, and trying to get sales as much as I can. Can't do it. Hi, Cherry Jane. Thanks for popping in. Let's go down the list there. Oh, so you're going for a couple of hours. I'll see you to cafe. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I think you're going for the whole day. That's right. Fair enough. Yeah. No, I mean I need to sell more of these little things, coins, or more stuff, like loads of it. Yeah, but I can't come anyway now. It's a shame, but there'll be other meetups at some point throughout. Bill. But yeah, as I say, at the moment it's tomorrow and the 14th, which is Wednesday, Thursday the 13th, Friday 14th. There's the Royal Mail strikes. Everyone's out apparently, so be aware of that. Okay, parcel. Yeah, sometimes tracking doesn't move on parcel to go. That's what I find, and then later on it does because I get notifications when the parcel's sent, being delivered. Sorry, and I usually check it when I'm doing parcel, going, oh, that's done, lovely. But yeah, I know how you feel about that. I'm Jonathan Jackson. Damien. What? Okay, right. This is news to me, folks. Send me a message via Facebook and that, or one of the chats, and let me know because I've not heard about it. I know there's been loads of chats on because basically I'm in a few Facebook chats and there's been loads of it. I've been bit busy lately, but if Nick will do a Hitchin meetup, right? I've got it here first. Okay. Well, I've got a look. Let me just put it there. I will have to officially book something. The day after that, Balavita with Derek and Richard again. That's an absolute cracking. If you haven't seen my Hitchin videos from the meetup, it's on a playlist somewhere down my playlist. Absolute last year, it was one of the best. I can't believe how good that was. Like, wow, meeting Monkey Thrifter, meeting Mandy, Shiny Flipping, Mandy. And that was like, oh my god, oh, love these things. But if there is, we still might do one. Then wow, let me know all about that, and I'll get that sorted out because I would need to book the hotels and that, and sell some more stuff. Well, sell the woody dolls and get that particular legendary Gorgonite listed. It's worth some decent money, 19.99. And if I had all the bits and pieces, would be worth more. But if he was voice controlled, you're usually about there. It'd be worth like 50, 60, well, about 40, 50, 60, something like that. Can get unboxed from Small Soldiers. Picked up the other week in a charity shop. Hasbro, made in China, 1998. DreamWorks, very good. Archer from Small Soldiers. Can't think of that. I used to play Small Soldiers PS1 game. I've still got it. I was like, wow. Made Chip Hazard, Gorgonites, that sort of thing. It was the bomb. Literally was. Anyway, so I say, Damien, let me know all about that, and I'll try and keep my ears out on the chats and that, and have a look through and all that. My return to Converse has gone missing for every. Glad they said they were from me. Anyway, yeah, it's they're very, very difficult with couriers these days because what with the Royal Mail strikes affecting not just Royal Mail but every other courier because there are more people sending through. Talking about every, that's a joke. In here, I told some people, Damien might know this, but a few days ago, like it was Saturday. I was waiting for my packaging to come via eBay because I'm on a middle store. I get a £10 packaging voucher, and I was like, I forgot to use it for this month, for last month, and I used it. I was like, it was this month or whenever it was. I forgot to use it straight away, and I was there, picked it up. It's taken a few days. I thought, okay, Royal Mail strikes, I understand that. Other couriers are very busy, and I had a notification when I was out. It was delivered because it delivered at night, and nothing come of it. I think in the end, my mum saw it, just like where, like basically behind here is our porch, and then we've got like a driveway. So it was the end of a driveway, soaked, literally soaked through. Luckily, I think it was like spitting or whatever it was. It was very damp. Left there. Lucky it wasn't taken because there were I think even the bigger purple packages that I ordered, and I know it was nothing to do with packaging people on eBay, but I gave them a neutral for that. I was disgusted how of the courier every could just run and leave it. They didn't even photograph it, they just ran and left it. And I get a notification it's being delivered. I thought, delivered in the porch, lovely. Nope. I was last Saturday. I was like, God's sake. Normally I leave it in the porch and take a photograph of it, and I can see it through their tracking and on the every website. But it was disgusting how it was left. So that got a neutral on that particular one, but there's loads of it on the eBay packaging stuff on eBay. Okay, yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, I've been to a fair amount. I've been to Hitchin 3 times. I think 18, 19, 21, I believe. I can find my playlists. So many playlists to find through chat and Gillian that. Oh no, it's right here. I must have edited it the other week. So we got Hitchin, 17. I think that was 18. Something like that. So let me go through. Yes. So September 18. Then there was a Bristol meetup in the April of 2019. Then a Hitchin meetup in November 19. And then the Hitchin meetup on the 2021. And then I went to the Eastbourne early July 2022. I love the meetups. I absolutely love them. One of my favourites. So many people you meet and chat to, they don't regularly meet because they're far away. But I love to go to meet more people, and not just through the reselling game, whereas you see them for half an hour at a car boot, or you chat to them for 10 minutes while you're walking about a charity shop or whatever. Be great to be honest. No, I don't think it was. No, because when I was at the Eastbourne meetup, it was Emma Reseller. I think she was talking about it. I'm not. She got it on her Instagram. I think it's Emma Reseller. A nice lady. She's quite tall, blonde hair lady. I met her and that, but I like really nice and that. Yeah, Sophie. Yeah, because a lot of people do car share. I was car sharing last time and that, and which is always great to do because you can car share. But normally I go on via the train. So I'm going down the list. So I'm going down the list. Moved where I was. Yeah. So I've been to Bristol. I was over 2.5 hours to get there, and then a 15-minute walk to where it was. But lovely, lovely place. I'd love to go there again. But there was talk of a Bristol meetup. There was going to be two actually. Kind of come to think of it, there was going to be one in 2020, but that got cancelled because of COVID. And then one, I think it was this year, but didn't happen for some reason in Bristol. But I'd love to go back to see Carla on that and Lex and Legendary because there's so many good nights out we've had clubbing and that, and Andrew being Andrew, and Steve and that. Oh yeah, legends. Oh, they definitely are. Yeah, you have to really look on each train website to go through where the particular place is, where the nearest train station is, and what times you can go and how long it is. Because sometimes they do deals on when you go. They do deals. I got a really good deal when I went down to Eastbourne. Wasn't that expensive. The hotel was literally more expensive for absolute shit. You know what I mean? Well, it wasn't a great place, but it was what it was, right next to the beach, and you can't beat it. On a sunny day with a couple of beers by the beach. Oh, I was literally in heaven. But on a cold, windy day, it's not great. But it was particularly at the time in July when it was getting really warm. I literally noticed it as I was coming on the train back home. On the train station back home, I was like, shit, that is absolutely disgustingly hot. But it's lovely down by the beach. Getting the train over only an hour from Bradford. The hotels, parking expensive. Hope there's no train strikes. No, because as I say, on the 17th and 18th ferries, but I don't know particularly. You have to look online and that how it is. But yeah, hopefully it goes well. £12 return. I was at for. Are you going on train or are you going via car? Monkey Thrifter, let us know. I can get a direct train from Manx to Cheltenham, but it's so expensive. Then there's a hotel as well. Would love one near me. Yeah, it's very difficult because I've organised a couple of meetups back in the day, years ago, which wasn't attended that well. But it's very difficult to get people to actually come to see you, particularly meetup. That's why I don't organise them. But if Nick's doing one, but then I'll be straight there. Nick, I'll be straight there, mate. I'll be absolutely there. Yeah, no worries, PWW. You always are very appreciative of all this community. I appreciate that. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Yeah, that's unfortunate about that. Yeah, it's difficult. 3-1. No, don't basically, there's a running joke about the Sun Hotel. Look it up online and go on Google Maps. The Sun Hotel, right? A pile of dog shite, because when I went in 2019 to the Sun Hotel, they charged me twice. I moaned I phoned them up, and all that, and I didn't get any money back. Conning sods. The staff was horrible. Well, there was less staff. They were literally kind of grumpy, and the actual room was crap, broken bits here and there. But when Pete Monkswifter here was at the Sun Hotel, he booked it, which is right near the venue. Anyway, and I was like, all right, okay, fair enough. And the power went off. I went on again. It's like, but you know, it wasn't that great, and it took so long for the drinks and the food. It's like, oh, God's sake, yeah. But the Bella Vita though is beautiful. It's gorgeous. Well, except that Monk might know, except like for one particular room which has a door, and say this is the level of the room, the door on the walls, but up here, and next door people can actually peer in. It was completely like weird because of that particular hotel, because we had to get what's her name? Oh, mentioned it in sorry. Okay, appreciate that. Sophie, I've just seen your story there. Sarah resells, and she was a bit flustered about it and had a few. You know, like we got to our hotel room. It's like, fucking hell. And then there's Derek with a bike in his room in the kitchen. What's he paid him? Backhander for the room. It was mad. Oh, but yeah, it's good stuff though. Hi Andrew, thanks for popping in. Hope sales going well, mate. And I'm sure you're going to Manchester. Don't create too much havoc in Manchester. A little bit here about it. Oh, what is that for? Hi Neil, thanks for popping in. If that's for Monkey Thrifter, then probably not. Me, no, I'll be at Sun Hotel. Of course, be drunken, yeah. That'll be the ladies run a mile. James says attempted to leave them a negative, but they didn't dispatch until the day after due to the date. They mark its dispatch and it sits there with every saying. We're expecting it for yeah. I just found how disgusting, because normally it's in the porch and all right, but right out the front with a courier, just left them, buggered off at like 9 o'clock at night on last Saturday. I was like, weirded, but normally it's all right. Well, actually, come to think of it though, one other time where the item didn't come for about 2 weeks, right? The packaging, I got them to refund me money, and they sent me out some packaging for free because I nicely complained about it. Hi Neil, thanks. Everything going well. I did watch your live back, bit your live back the other day. Neil did the live video. Check out his channel. I think we did with Laney. Yeah, very interesting with that one. About noon. Fair enough. Let me have a look for the. Well, Jerry. Oh look. That again. Gone again. Thank you very much for getting rid of that particular weird person. Is that an objective, or is that just for the ladies? Then walked to an Airbnb, walked back after I've done my stuff, and just drink more. What about eating? Is that priority, or is that just out the window? Just drunk on cider. What if they run out of cider, Andrew? What would you do then? Would you walk to the next pub? What would you do if they ran outside? That'd be hilarious if they did run outside, though. Right. Ain't we all, mate? Ain't we all? What 4-1? Wow. Well, I thought it might be that, to be honest. Oh, okay. From where you are for an hour, yeah, because that'll probably be hell of a lot more, about 5 times more, even more than that. I can't remember how much. It was 100 something or whatever it was from where I am, about 3 hours away or so. Ticket on the day, pushing that a bit, in ya. But good luck on it. Anyway, um, I'm not particularly sure. Particularly, oh, it says there, Andrew, Moon Under the Water on Deansgate. Look it up on that. If you're on Instagram, there's a lady, Emma, EMA, Emma Reselling Adventures. Not Emma Reselling, sorry, Emma Reselling Adventures. So many people on Instagram with that. Oh, come on. There we go. Manchester Reseller meets up. Saturday, 15th October. Moon Under the Water. 12 noon. Deansgate. All welcome. Emma Reselling Adventures. Lovely lady. Met her up at Eastbourne. I think she's from Manchester. She said she was going clubbing on one of the posts I saw. Andrew, well up for that. Andrew, be up for that. Going to do a short video about a connection with Liverpool. Right, okay. Look forward to that when that comes out. Well, yeah. I can't disagree about that, to be honest. But that was ages ago, though. On the 2019 one, yeah. Not doing that again. In a hurry. No, will not. No worries, Stu. Thanks for popping in, mate. Talk about meetups and stuff. And we've talked about the new listing tool and my lack of motivation, which hopefully it's gone. Come on. Let's get through and get stuff listed. I could find a million David Beckhams. I'll be in profit. Especially this one. Not that one. These ones. David Beckham. I'll be quids in. Particularly that one, not graded, $14.99 each. Got 2. Boom. Yeah, well, I'm not doing that again, Andrew, to be fair. Even Jason, thanks for popping in, mate. Appreciate that. No worries, mate. I'm just going down the list. I'll end the stream soon. So is that your last day at work for good, though, Jason? Because you're going full-time, Jason? Yeah, I've got about 3 death piles and all. What if you mean big, yeah, plenty of stuff to list, but I'll get around to it. Yeah, I really enjoyed that particularly. Yeah, because music's one of my things that I like anyway. If you need someone to be on your live, I'm always here. Always willing to pop on lives. Salford. How do you pronounce that? Is it actually Salford or Salford? Because if I remember, Jason Manford moaned at Jimmy Carr on 8 out of 10 Characters Countdown about that. Is it Salford actually or Salford? I'm Southern in the UK, so I pronounce it differently to Northerners. No run outside are allowed. Well, you have to tell them that Monumental's in the house. I'm on cider all day. That's what you've got to say, mate. That's all you got to say. And the 6-1. Oh, wow. Yeah. All right, our kid. Something like that, whatever they say. Like, Oasis and all that. No, what I did though, Neil, is I had a message to say the other day. Oh, someone sent me a message through. I'll have a look at that. Some order on Amazon. Someone sent me a message on Amazon about an item that I ordered for my new phone, because this phone I got the Samsung Galaxy S53 5G one, and it doesn't come with charger, so I ordered one. I ordered one that came on Saturday, last Saturday, because I was going out Saturday night, and I ordered one that came the other day. But someone sent me a message about that. Weird. Yes, I had that one the other day. If I can find where it was. YouTube handles. So basically, we're writing that, in the coming weeks, YouTube introducing handles, make it easier for members of the community to find and connect with each other. It's basically like years and years ago when you had the a bit like Smoking a Bandit, if you know what I mean. Breaker 1212, like in the lorries when they're talking, or if you get like the big I can't remember what you call them now. Things when you can talk like that. Basically, it's a YouTube handle. I've got a YouTube. When I click on YouTube and pick on the thing, copy it through, and then you can click on my channel. But it's a handle. But I haven't received particularly the post about that yet for when I go onto it. But when I can, choose like if you already got personal URL, then fair enough. I haven't, but yeah, particularly it's quite handy because sometimes it's harder to see people's videos if for example, someone's got the same sort of name as you, if you know what I mean, Neil. But yeah, it's very good though. Hi, MD Picker, appreciate popping in. There's a bit of south that's just over the river from Deansgate. I think it's Kit's about 20-minute walk. All right, good luck on that. Right, it's going down the list of what we got. They've been to one of those pillar meetups. I assume they're like one of those swingers parties where everyone throws their car keys in a bowl and someone steals all the cars. In a way, Andrew turns up, he drinks, and chats up ladies, and that's it. Boom. And we all have a good time. No, really, really good. I really enjoy the meetups to meet people I've never met before and chat to people, and it brings out my confidence levels like these lives do and stuff. And it's like, wow. If there's one in Hitchin, I shall be there. Shay, that's right. I'm to pick a Shay. Yeah, I've seen some of your videos. I can find that your channel there. Is it your short videos you've done? Or was that your videos? Yeah, some of your short videos. Your last one, Alice in Wonderland, was really worked really well, Shay. MD Picker. Loved it, yeah. I'm gonna put it in the actual stream. Can't spell MD Picker, yeah. P-I-C-K-U. Which is Shay, MD Picker. Her latest one is a YouTube short, As Wonderland. It's really well thought out for when she puts up loads of videos from TikTok, and I really enjoy those ones. To go on the list, just have a look through. Born in Salford, Hope. Okay. Salford is it? All right. Okie dokie. Right. I'm going to list. Okay. So just until next March, you're going full time. Another firm offered me full time job. Not sure if I want it. Okay. So what you're going to do though, Jason, is what I'm supposing you've done is you've basically got enough particular money together with the other job and your reselling, so you can try out full-time reselling till next March. So that's November, December, January, 5 months away. And then if the firm comes along and you want the job, you could take it. But then you've earned a lot of money throughout. You could test it. That's really good. Let us know how it goes in the upcoming months, Jason, for the full-time. Good luck on that. That's right. You worked for the council, didn't you, Jason? Yeah. As Caesar, but run my own round. Okay, Fair enough. Yeah, hopefully, personally, if I'm looking at the reselling for the car boot, hopefully get to a car boot this weekend. Be a bit sourcing, but we'll see the weather. CB radio, that's right. I couldn't remember because I remember it was a UK comedy. Are You Being Served? It went from early 70s to mid 80s. In the early 80s, it was Humphreys. I'm free. Miss Slocum. They came as like punks, and Miss Humphreys had a CB radio with him. I just remember it from that. I just couldn't remember the name of the CB radios. Right, Rangers 1 lift. Wow. Fair enough. It's just a class of that Rangers and Liverpool compared to the Scottish and English leagues. If you know what I mean. Can you know? All right, I believe you. Rubber duck with a big 10-4. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can be. Yeah, I just don't see them very well. And when I do, they're usually broken anyway. Oh dear. Weirdo's back again. Thank you very much for chucking him away. Yeah, it's Emily Pickett's one. YouTube short. That's really good YouTube short. I love that one. 7-1. So my mate Lee's got some awesome trains, £1 a pair for a few. Wow. All right. So I'm assuming they're worth 100. So you got to do all that stuff with the authentication for £100 pair of trainers. You got to do. Okay, right. So I'm going to end the live in a sec. So thanks everyone for popping in. Appreciate that. And hopefully there'll be a couple of videos before next Wednesday out on my channel. All going well. Should be able to record some day vlogs and hopefully run around the car boots if I can. And yeah, just stay safe, all that. Hope all is well, and like, share, and subscribe as per usual. Keep subscribed. More content coming up on this channel. Thanks for popping in for the live. Appreciate that. And I shall speak soon. Take care, everyone. Have a good week. Rest your week and that. And I'll speak soon. Take care.